I spend a lot of time browsing the internet, and oftentimes it leads me to some strange places. With all this time spent, I'm in on a lot of obscure jokes that, if shown to a normal person, will probably have them scratching their heads. These strange places are often home to some of the most creative and artistic pieces of art in the form of Wojaks. Some of them I would even consider fine art. And in today's video, we'll be looking at Soyjak Lore and trying to explain some of the more schizo/obscure Wojaks that I have curated in my years on the internet. Also, we're going to have a game at the end with the most hyper-specific Wojaks that I have found, and you can play along and try to guess the context given just the image, which I think is pretty fun, so you should stick around. Two groups which are dilutions of the generations before and after. The first being neo-boomers, who are in all respects basically the same as boomers, but because they've had less lead exposure, they're less funny, but also less annoying. It is an anti-Wojak to troll Reddit, as there's quite a few variations with the Reddit antenna. And the fact that it has no meaning and is just a fish Wojak for the sake of being a fish Wojak is kind of funny to me. The only other backstory to this Wojak is this one where the fish jack is browsing the internet and it was captioned with, "You definitely need to try AI, it's an unforgettable experience," which I would presume was sarcastic. This fish jack is actually a sequel to this previous fish jack where Azuma pours Sproke into a fishbowl, killing the fish jack. Sproke is just Sprite mixed with Coke, by the way. The wings and snorkel were probably added to add a further level of irony, given that most fish don't need to fly or a snorkel to breathe underwater. There are other fish jacks, including my favourite theme of Wojaks, which are the meta ones. And this reverse fish jack is pretty funny to me. I especially like the detail that the arm is replaced with a fin and the lack of nose. But anyways, fish jack is pretty obscure and interesting, so I'm going to give it 6 stews out of 10. Our next Wojak is actually my favourite Wojak, and I have to say it's probably one of the best memes leftist online circles have made, as it was created by Bunker-chan, which is a leftist offshoot of 4chan. It was used to poke fun of incels and 4chan users in a not so subtle way, but it then later metamorphosized into something greater, and it's now mostly used in a self-deprecating way, especially when it's used to convey the West has fallen ideologue and the billions must die meme. This being a parody of the alt-right's obsession with the supposed decline of the West, combined with the only supposed solution to that decline. This over-the-top ridiculousness has led to some of the best memes that have ever come from Wojaks in my opinion. I think that a lot of it has to do with the fact that the word die rhymes with a lot of things, which just allows for parodies to seamlessly take the Wojak and put their own spin on it whilst keeping the essence of the original Wojak. I think a lot of it has to do with the seriously unseriousness of it. Like, look at this one.